Hey everybody, Steve Chase from Sequential Solutions. In this video, we're going to look at your very first steps of setting up a brand new QBO account. What you'll see when you do that, and then we're going to take a quick little look at the chart of accounts that you get and learn how to customize that somewhat. Okay, so here we go. After you create your QBO account, it's going to route you into the setup your QuickBooks wizard. It's a three-step process of getting your business created, your account created. Okay, so number one, no two businesses are alike. All right, we should know, we've seen a lot. Help us get to know yours. Okay, what's your business called? Okay, so for here, you're going to want to properly name your company here. Then you'll select how long have you been in business. If you already have a QuickBooks Desktop and you want to bring in that data, you'll check this box here. That will help you follow through another prompt of importing that data set. In this demo here, we're going to use this as no desktop data coming in, starting a fresh data set here. So next. Question number two is, what would you like to do in QuickBooks? This is, again, just to get started. You can always do more later. So we would just click on different tiles here that you're planning on working with here. Okay, so keep it as simple as possible and later add on. And a lot of these are going to revolve around what version of QuickBooks you have. You have Simple Start, which is currently moving from $20 a month to $25 a month. We have Essentials, which runs $40 a month. We have Plus, which is $70 a month. And we have Advanced, which is $150 a month. So it's going to really depend on how complex your business is, and you can upgrade and demote a service through QuickBooks as you're out here. So again, no two businesses are alike, so you're going to want to consult with a professional Intuit Pro advisor to see which version works best for you. Okay, and then question number three, what's your role at Company ABC LLC? You plan to use QuickBooks as your business. How so? So if you're the business owner, you would select that. And it says, do you have an accountant or bookkeeper right now? Yeah, you can say, no, I do it myself. Okay, it's interesting. If we were a bookkeeper, it's just going to take us to all set. If we were an accountant, all set. And if we were an employee, it says, do you have an accountant or bookkeeper right now? Interesting. Okay, so let's select owner. And where it says, do you have an accountant or bookkeeper right now? We're going to say, yes, someone helps me. Awesome. All right, you can work with them right in QuickBooks. Okay, let's get started here. I feel like all set. And here we have a 30-second tour. We watch videos under the Get Help. And then we're going to want to set up our invoicing and tracking with these connections here. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit start. Okay. All right, so that's our account here. If I press Control Shift question mark, Control Alt question mark, you get your company ID. You would need that number there if you're working with QuickBooks support if necessary. So they would help you out with that. Okay, awesome. So let's take a look at the chart of accounts. It's probably the first place that you're going to want to look at as soon as you get your QuickBooks Online account. this is the nuts and bolts of your accounting, and this is where everything is going to affect your financials, is running through your chart of accounts. Every transaction in QuickBooks that you do is going to touch the chart of accounts. And basically, there are different types of accounts, such as asset accounts. Those would be things like your banking account, savings account. There are liabilities accounts. Those would be things such as any loans you might have or credit cards you'd have. And we have equity accounts as well. Those would be your retained earnings account, owner's contribution accounts. If your owner's putting money into the business, that kind of thing. Could be partner draws as well. And then the other two are going to be income accounts, how your sales are going to hit your accounts. And last but not least, you have your expenses, a variety of different things, such as payroll expenses and labor and software expenses and rent and so forth. So you'll want to first take a look at your chart of accounts. Here on the left, we have our names, and then we have our types here. And there we go. So if you see something that you'd like to do, that you like to create a new one, you certainly could. Okay. So there's no doubt that one of the accounts you're going to want to have is you're going to have your own separate business checking account, completely separate from your personal account. Run your business like it's run like a business. Separate your business checking account from a personal checking account. So let me show you how to add a business checking account. You're going to click New. The account type will be bank. The detailed type could be checking. And I recommend that you add the last 4 numbers of your account number so that way it's easier to track that. Okay, so that's how you add a bank account. And let me show you how to add an expense account. We're going to select New. Change the account type to expenses. Here are the different types of details that you see here. Okay, I'm going to add travel meals. Okay. There's so many things to look at when you're starting a QuickBooks account, but those are going to be your first one. And I encourage you to spend a good amount of time really thinking about your variety of different income sources that you're going to have, different expenses, and setting up your chart of accounts to run that. Where I see lots of headaches out there is when I talk to existing business owners that have been in business for multiple years. The one complaint that they have is their chart of accounts is just way over bloated. There's so many different types of accounts. The key is going to be consistency and simplify it, and keep using the same account per vendor each time. That would be very important to stay organized, and you're going to want to really identify what are the best chart of accounts for your business. It can grow. You can grow into adding on new ones, but once you have too many and becomes overbloated, it becomes a burden while you're trying to create the bank reconciliations on selecting which account goes with what. So lots of help out there that you can continue to look at for chart of accounts and so forth. Okay. I can recommend the QuickBooks Community for one. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video, and if you have looking for more help, feel free to contact me with any questions you might have. You can fill out an online form at sequentialsolutions.com, or just send me an email at stevechase@sequentialsolutions.com. Hope you have a great day, and good luck with continuing on your QuickBooks Online journey.